Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into a really powerful blueprint for creating a support group that truly empowers women. Think of this as your practical guide, something to give you the tools and, honestly, the confidence to start this amazing journey of collective growth. So let's just start with this one idea because it's huge. Every woman is a pioneer today. Just let that sink in for a second. This really sets the stage for everything we're about to talk about. We're not just organizing weekly meetups here. We're talking about blazing totally new trails in our own lives, kind of like the pioneers of old. We're navigating uncharted territory, and we're the ones creating the new maps for how to live. So why a support group? I mean, what's the big deal? Well, it's because the group process itself has this incredible, unique energy that supports change. It's all about harnessing that collective power to move forward and to do it together. Now, this is a really, really important distinction. This kind of group is not about sitting around and complaining. It's not a contest to see who had the worst week. The source material is so clear on this. This group is a stepping stone. Its entire purpose is to support positive change and help you break old patterns, not get stuck in them. So what are we actually trying to do here? Well, the goals are super focused and all about action. First, you identify the beliefs that are holding you back. Then you practice new mental exercises and use affirmations to literally rewrite those old beliefs. But it's not all hard work. A huge part of it is enjoying the incredible changes that happen in your life, and then, of course, sharing that whole process with each other. All right, let's talk about the person who kicks this whole thing off. Yeah, you. You might be listening to this and thinking, me? Lead a group? No way. This section is for you. It's all about laying that foundation, and it really does start with you. And here it is, plain and simple. I want you to let this one really sink in. You do not need to be perfect. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't need to have your life totally figured out. Actually, leading a group like this is a growth process for the leader, too. It's an opportunity for your own continued healing. So if perfection is off the table, what is on the table? What do you actually need? Well, the requirements are much more about heart than about expertise. You just need to be using these ideas in your own life, even if you're not perfect at it. You need a real desire to share this stuff, an open heart, and just a genuine willingness to listen. That's it. That is the entire foundation of great leadership for a group like this. Okay, now we're getting to the core of the work. This is the what you actually do in these meetings. And the first, most important exercise, according to our source, is all about uncovering what you truly believe. And trust me, this can be a huge eye-opener. So let's just ask that question, not what you think you're supposed to believe or what you tell other people you believe, but what are those deep down subconscious rules that you're actually living your life by? This is where the real transformation starts. And the process to get started is surprisingly simple. You're going to take a few sheets of paper, and at the top of each one, you'll write a different category. Things like money, work, men, women, and even just myself. Then you just write. Don't judge it, don't edit it, just write down everything that comes to mind. The whole point is to get those internal rules out on paper where you can actually see them. Once you've got your lists, it's time to review them. This is the sorting process, and it's so important. For every belief that's nourishing and supportive, the ones that make you feel good, you're gonna mark it with a star. These are your keepers. But for every belief that's negative or holds you back, you mark it with a check. These are the ones you want to erase and reprogram. It's just a simple, visual way to take inventory of your own mind. Okay, so you get the core exercise, but how do you actually lead it? Well, leading is all about creating a safe space where this kind of deep, honest sharing can actually happen. It's all about building trust and setting clear expectations right from the very beginning.
These commitments, they're the absolute bedrock of that safe space. Being on time shows respect, confidentiality is completely non-negotiable, and notice the specifics here, like no crosstalk. That's so important because it means when someone is sharing, they have the full, uninterrupted attention of everyone in the room. Using I statements keeps the focus on your own experience, not on blaming someone else. Every single rule here is designed to build trust.
And what happens if someone tends to dominate the conversation? Well, the source gives us this beautifully crafted, loving script to handle it. Privately, of course. It's not about shaming anyone. It's about protecting the dynamic of the whole group. It validates their contribution while gently asking them to be mindful of making space for others. Honestly, it's a masterclass in compassionate leadership. You know, after all those rules and guidelines, it's so important to just pause for a second and remember the ultimate goal. All the exercises, all the sharing, all the commitments, they all lead right back to this one powerful idea. Because when we can truly love ourselves, it improves every single area of our lives. Let's get super practical for a minute. To make this feel real and totally manageable, here's your toolkit. It's simple stuff: paper and pens, a handheld mirror for some specific exercises, and yeah, a few boxes of tissues because deep emotions are definitely going to come up. Having a simple checklist like this makes the idea of starting so much less intimidating. So, for our final section, we're going to zoom out. Let's connect all this personal work back to that huge idea we started with. Because this isn't just about individual self-help, it's about being part of a much, much bigger story. I just love this metaphor. We are the map makers and the pace setters. In a world that's always changing, we're the ones creating new maps for how to live, for ourselves and for all the women who are going to come after us. The work you do in your small group has ripples that you can't even begin to imagine. And this is such a powerful affirmation to hold on to. It's not about being perfect. It's about recognizing that from a place of emotional maturity, this is the highest point in our evolution so far. This is the perfect time for us to shape our own destiny and to set a totally new standard for women everywhere. And what this all leads to is a goal that's so much bigger than just ourselves. It's about strengthening the ties between women. The old games of competition and tearing each other down, they're over. The new mission is to support each other, because that is how we bring all women into their own power and their own freedom. And so we end right here, with the focus turned back on you. After seeing this blueprint, understanding the process, and feeling the potential, the only question left is the one right here on your screen. What new map for life will you create?